This is the first assignment for the course, which is to create a brick breaker style game. So it's going to be a little bit more involved than some of the challenges that you've been set so far, because you're going to be going through the process of creating an entire game. Now that might sound a little bit daunting at first, but all of the solution videos are there for you to watch. So you can go through those and get some tips and some help with all of that. But if you're confident enough to sort of approach the task without watching the videos, then that would be a great way to sort of go about it, because at the end of creating this game, you should have built a pretty solid understanding of a lot of the concepts that we've covered so far. But it may also be worth just watching the videos through and then going about creating the entire game yourself, sort of based on what you've seen in the videos. But the game that I've laid out here is really just a suggestion for how you could build your game. I would really encourage you to get creative with this. I happen to have 6 blocks per row in my game, but you could build a game with many more blocks if you want. So just get creative with it, create your own graphics, create your own layout for everything, add more features to the menus and stuff like that, and just really build a game that you are proud of. So let me describe the features of the game here for the assignment. So we can see at the moment I've got the menu up and it's just telling me that I am on level 1 and I can click play to begin. And I'm going to progress through the game, and each time I complete a level by destroying all the bricks, I'll go on to the next level. But if I run out of lives, then I'll go back to level 1 and have to start again. So just in terms of the menu here, when we click play, we should get some animation to sort of make the menu disappear there. But obviously get creative with your own animation. And now I can start playing, and so I can drag from side to side to move the paddle, and we can see that the ball is sitting on top of the paddle and it's ready to be released. So now as soon as I release my touch, the ball will start going and it will start hitting these bricks. And so we can see straight away that we've got different types of bricks here, because if I hit a blue brick there, it turns into a green brick. But if I hit a green brick, then the brick blows up or explodes. We've got a nice little particle effect there when that happens. Now in terms of the way that the ball is interacting with the paddle here, we can see that when the ball hits the left side of the paddle, the ball will bounce off to the left, and when it hits the right, it will bounce off to the right. But if it hits somewhere in the middle, it will take some sort of angle between those two extremes. And in my case, the extremes of those angles are 45 degrees, sort of to the right or to the left. So that's how I've set this particular project up. So let's just complete this level here, if I can blow up all of these bricks. Okay, so I've completed the first level and my menu fades on again, and I've got the level 2 showing here, and I can click play when I'm ready to go. But we can see now I've got a couple of different types of bricks here. So I've got these grey bricks. We'll see that these bricks are indestructible, so nothing that I can do can blow those up. But we've also got this yellow brick, and if I manage to hit one of those, we should see that I get a multi-ball thing going on. So I'll just try and sort of get one of those. We can also see up the top there that we have a bit of a heads-up display. So I've just lost a life there, so we can see my heart in the heads-up display has disappeared. And we can also see that it is showing me what level I'm currently on. So let's click here and see if I can destroy these bricks. Right, so here we get a yellow brick, and now I've got this multi-ball going on. So this is a bit of fun here, bouncing 2 balls around. And I won't lose a life unless I lose all of my balls here. So I can lose 1 without losing a life, and that will be just fine. And so I've also set up sounds on all of these different effects here. So we've got a bouncing sound whenever a ball hits an edge, and a bounce sound, different bounce sound when it hits the paddle. We also have the explosion sound when we hit a brick. And then there's some sounds for when we level up or when we lose a life as well. So one thing to point out here in terms of the paddle positioning, when I'm positioning my ball, the paddle will not move outside of the screen at all. But once it's released, I can move the paddle outside of the screen, but there will always be some of the paddle left on the screen. So sort of important there to make sure the player doesn't lose their paddle. So that is a run through of how this game works. All of this is outlined in the notes for this video, but I would definitely encourage you to try and create your own sort of version of this if you can. But the solution videos will be here for how to create this version of the game. So go and get stuck into this assignment. Hopefully it will be a good challenge, and if you can make it all the way through, you should really build a solid understanding of a lot of the concepts that we've covered so far in the course. So good luck and have fun.